Hey everybody, welcome back to my world. I'm in 1.2 obviously, and we are wrapping up this world save, and I'm slowly making my way over there now. So the last video was the singularity building, or singularity cell production building, which is this one right here, but we're going to be moving over to the new one, which is that one right there. Right, let's go. Right, so at the bottom of the building, we've got our main entrance to the building. A lot of the supplies and the items that I need. This guy's going to come in as well. Everything is being dropped off at the bottom here, so, and also collected to go to the space elevator to have the last of it placed into it, so we can wrap up this game for the very first time. And I think this guy over here is actually the one that's going to grab all of the items. Let's have a look here. Yep, there we go. So he's grabbing all of those, and those are going to go to the space elevator. Right, let's have a look at this building. So it's got 4 ports, which bring things in. So water and exotic matter. And I think this one here is going to do the copper powder, if I remember correctly, and that one over there is just going to do like a variety of things. So at the back here we've got a sink for all the excess items, and from here we can go up to the first floor. So I've got this little segment here that I can use the overpack for. So as usual, we've got the logi floors followed by a production floor, and you can see here everything is just, well, I tried to lay it out as neat as possible, but there's so many belts and whatnot coming in here that it made it actually a little tricky. Right, so we're going to head up to our first production floor, which is going to be a particle accelerator. And this guy, if you have a look here, you can see he does nuclear pasta, and this guy behind us is going to do the pressure cubes, which is going to go to this guy and to one up. There's a secondary particle accelerator just above, so we can go and have a look at that one. Right, so this is the second floor. You can see this one, logistics floor, is a little bit more, a little bit cleaner. It just looks a little nicer in here, and it's just because it's not as busy. So you can see here at the back, I've got this massive, pretty much a bus going up, like a vertical bus, going up and down to feed everything that's at the back here. Right, so we can go back into this little point here. So we got our secondary one. This one also does nuclear pasta, and then we're going to keep on going up. Right, so we'll come have a look at this one in a moment. So this is my manufacturer, and this guy's receiving quite a bit of things. So let's have a look here. He's going to do the ballistic warp drive. This one has been fully slooped and then receiving all these items. It looks like he's waiting for delivery though. And yeah, thermal rocket propulsion. This is coming from the desert. This guy is from the previous building, which is that one over there. And then we've got super oscillators, or superposition oscillators. That's the bold. I wonder if we can see it from here. It's the one there way at the back. It's we can't actually see it from here. I thought we'll be able to, but it's just around the bend. Anyways, let's have a look, and we've got dark matter crystals, which is also going to come from this building over here. Right, let's set up. Oh, looks like he's got a delivery. Nice. Alright, so this is going to go up. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the logistics floor for this one, because he's receiving 4 items. So I've put these storage containers in here just to make sure that nothing goes to the sink unnecessarily, in case the drones take quite a while, or in case they do take a while to get from point A to point B. But yeah, pretty simplistic. Luckily it doesn't look as busy as the other ones. Right, so manufacturer up there, and then we've got another logic floor for the converter and the blender. And again, for the converter, I just kind of like cut the section into the roof, just have it stick out there. I think that works quite nice, mixes things up a little bit. And we've got the blender down here, so the blender is doing our biosculptures, and then this guy is just applying exotic matter to everything that needs it. And again, you can see the bus, just everything going up and down. Right, so we can go up to our last logic floor, and again, same story. You can actually see the roof from the converter, or rather the top of the converter, and obviously just the railings, just to make sure you accidentally fall in there. We can just zoom on over here, and then we've got our quantum encoder as the very last item here, and this guy is doing our AI expansions, also swooped and then, or slooped rather, and then this guy is getting all of these items from wherever I'm making it. So I believe the magnetic field generator is going to come from the desert. This guy, these two is from the local production area, so that's going to be that building there is going to make that for it. And then it's just I think it's exotic matter. What is it? Yeah, exotic photonic matter. That's just from below. And then this drone up here, he delivers a bunch of stuff. Let's just see, where is he coming from? Yeah, radio control units. And then at the bottom we've got another drone delivering a bunch of stuff as well. So looking at the building design, I kind of did a copy of this building, more or less. And the idea was to experiment with that kind of design, and I really like that design. I think this is probably one of the better builds in here, or definitely the better towers in here. And I tried to kind of do the same thing here, but not do an exact copy of it. So this one, big kink in the middle, is just due to the fact that I've got those two particle accelerators on the side, and they allow the building to kind of like bend inwards, and then because of the machinery on top here, it's going to bend outwards again. And then it's also got this really nice fixed logo on the front, which stands out quite a bit at night time. Very nice. Then these are all the white concrete. So console guys, unfortunately you guys won't be able to do the concrete like this, and the way to get the concrete like that is if you go to your customizer, and I'll do it under the custom swatch. You'll see your if you do it manually here like this, you can only do one, but on PC you can click there and you can type in, like for instance say 100 or 100 year again, and this will allow it to go from white. So this is supposed to be white, as you can see there, that's white, but it doesn't really do it white. And then if you switch over to the custom one, you can see this one is then actually white. So I just call it like brilliant white or true white or whatever you want to do. This guy just came to do a delivery. He's got 65. Nice. Right, do your thing, Mr. Drone. Right, and then this is I like to do this with the elevator just to kind of mix things up a little bit. This is just a little segment that I made, a little blueprint, and you just kind of use this to hug the elevator, and just gives a bit of a reinforced look. Oh, we got another drone here. Let's see, what do you got? Oh, you obviously dropped off everything. Nice. It kind of does this weird thing where it will go all the way up and down. And I was actually thinking of doing like a shaft for it to go up and down, but I thought I was just unnecessary. Anyways, moving on. So these are all pillars, or beams rather, and just using them to act as walls, which works quite nice. And then just adding the pillars in here just to break it up a little bit, otherwise it's going to look very samey. And then just adding the fans in for a little bit of decoration. And then this section right here is also just a normal frame window, and I just kind of like nudged it into these metal pillars, and just use these concrete pillars and just kind of like run the small pillars off the side of the big pillars, which then gives me the exact angle that I need to go across. Right, so and I think this kind of, I'll definitely use this kind of design again, because this looks kind of cool. It looks really nice. And then the buildings is the exact same on the other side. And these guys are all blueprints, just to make placing them a lot easier and a lot faster. But it's also just another window, standard reinforced windows with the pillars, just to kind of like hide a section of it. And then orange accents, just to make the build a little interesting, because this area is kind of white and orange. So again, similar to that building over there where I've got these kind of like orange accent pieces everywhere. Alright, so moving down here, this section here is obviously where the sink is. So just to kind of like make the sink not stand out or look awkward, I just placed the drone on top of it, and then I had enough space below for the sink just to push in there, and kind of looks like it fits now. Alright, so on the sides, I just obviously had to flare it out a little bit, because initially what I did was I misjudged how big the area have to be for the vehicles to pass through here, and I had to expand the base a little bit. So initially I was only going to do 3 vehicle stations, but then I realized, oh no, I need 5. So I had to redesign the bottom, and this is why this bottom section kind of flares out a little bit. And there we go, this is the very last building. And this guy has been delivering items to the train station. So what we'll do now is we'll take a vehicle and we'll go to the train station, and we'll take a ride from there all the way to the space elevator, and we'll just sign off the very last few parts to end phase 5 and complete the game for the very first time. So I'm gonna grab Explorer here. So for those wondering, this the game is played completely in vanilla. I did add a few mods here to make forming a little easier, like this is just manipulates the HUD, and I've got Sky UI and things like that. But all of this is vanilla, so anybody that sees this video, console, PC, whatever, all of you guys can actually build everything that I've made here, and it was designed specifically with that in mind. Okay. Sorry, my frame generation makes the wheels look a bit weird. I have to take off my frame generation, and at the state that my world is currently in, that's just gonna it's gonna kill my frame rate. So it's gonna have to excuse the wobbly wheels. Right, so we're just gonna push past this our little waterworks here on the side. Whoa, it's the truck. What are you doing? And then the train station is gonna be on our left hand side. There's those 3 little buildings you can see on the left now, and we're just gonna scoot on through here. Alright, let's grab our train, and alright, let's enjoy the trip, and we'll have a little bit of a look around as we go past, but we're gonna head straight on to there, and we're just gonna lock in the last bit of items and send it off and complete phase 5. It only took me a couple of thousand hours to get to the end of this game. Alright, coming up to some of my earlier builds, not on the left hand side but definitely in front. This is my very first plastic and rubber production facility. The very first one. Ooh, I see a little yellow light there. I wonder what's happening there. On the left hand side, this is a new one. This is my rocket fuel, and this is where most of the drones will get fuel from, and where I disperse rocket fuel for vehicles mostly. It also does a little bit of rubber and a little bit of plastic. On the left hand side here, this power generation plant, which is kind of like inspired by like an offshore rig. And then here we are at the original starting point. So this is my starting area, the Rocky Desert, and we're going to do a little bit of a loop through here before we head over to the space elevator. We're going to be passing it though, but we're going to do a little loop around the city, just going to show you guys a little bit of what's going on here, and hopefully I don't derail my train because I'm not looking ahead. So hopefully this guy is just passing through, otherwise we're going to get stuck behind him. So there's the space elevator, and yep, only took what, a minute. Right, so the building on the left hand side, that's my phase 1 and 2, no, yeah, phase 1 and 2 space elevator assembly part, or assembly factory. And then we've got a iron and copper smelter on the right hand side, got the space elevator dead ahead, and all of my starter buildings on the left hand side, my quote-unquote cyber city. gonna squeeze on through here. Alright, so we've got my central storage on the left hand side, and these guys will pick up and drop off a whole bunch of stuff. And this little railway actually follows the river, which initially was a hell of a lot of work to do, but it came out really nice. So we'll see, we've got our computer factory there in the middle, right above us, and then this building over there is our basic tower, and this one makes basically all the items that I need, at least for like phase 1 and 2 production items that I need for the dimensional depot. So just put it all into a depot, and then everything gets sent to the central storage, and any overflow there will get sunk. Anyways, moving on. So we've got our steel production on the right hand side and a train station for all the steel. So it's those 3 buildings together. They're all all of them just make steel. And we've got a little elevated highway that delivers all the steel down to the central bus, which then goes for production. And I've got my very first, on the right hand side, my very first coal station. See it there in the back. And now we can actually see the city much better. So building right above us now is the heavy modular frames, and then we've got our ingot production. This is also going to be my first copper and iron ingot production, which is that circular building that you see right there now. It's kind of a cool design. It's based on it's heavily inspired by somebody else that did a very similar build to it, and I just kind of like did my own version of it, just because I thought it's such a cool building. It just looks so damn nice. Anyways, there we can see the offshore oil rig inspired power plant. It's like a little cross. Very cool. Anyways, I think what we'll do is let's take a left in here, because we're going to be running into the space elevator again soon, and then we'll jump off and just send everything off into space, or into the space elevator area. So electronics factory right over there. Motor factory, no, that's a modular frame and reinforced plate factory, that kind of like hexagon one, and then this big tall one is the motor, stator and rotor factory. So I think we'll leave the train here and we'll fly over. So this is the phase 2 and 3, phase 1 and 2 assembly area for space elevator parts. And this building right here, this is my phase 3 space elevator part assembly factory. That one's switched off, as well as that one, just because, well, we don't need them anymore. And there we go, that's the space elevator building, inspired by the Scarab Tower, well, to some degree, from Rogue One, I believe it was. And then we've got our hub, and we've got a couple of golden nuts in here, because I've been so long that I've been busy with this build, but I've actually managed to get 2 golden nut statues, so well over 2,000 tickets. Alright, let's head over to the space elevator. I think what we'll do, we'll go down here and take the alternative route. And this is where the train station would have dropped off all the items, and we can just jump on here into the elevator. Get my HUD back. And all of these buildings you guys can see on my channel, from the very first one all the way up to now, all of them has been detailed on my YouTube channel. Alright, here we go. Final space elevator part. Alright, as you can see on the top right hand side, I activated my phase 5 objective list, and everything is placed in. All we need to do now is load it. Seal it.
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it.
Spoilers.
This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken. Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements.
No, let's do it.
Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant.
Right, let's have a look here. So we've got 1,478 hours in this world. And this is the first time I can do this. Send it, baby! There we go. So again, obviously spoilers here, guys. Spoilers for the narrative, so keep watching now and you're spoiled. Then no, that's on you. I assume I have to go do something. Oh, here we go.
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to project assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there.
Right, how do I get
While
onto it
waiting,
though?
please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment.
Okay, but how do I get up there? You can send the shuttle down? Do I get to ride that guy over there? Huh? My spidey senses are tingling. Alright, let's see. Checking oil. Okay, check the oil. Okay, oil is good apparently. We're all lubed up. Set fuel injection level to 5. What? Fuel injection level? Shall we just do 5? Nah, that's okay. I wanted to get 6, but apparently not. Right, activate bus B1. Activate bus B1. What? Probably this one then. This one? Yeah. Okay. Set left stabilizer to 9. You know, this sounds like something you could do yourself, but okay, whatever. There we go. 9-ish. 9-ish is fine. And set it to 4. Sure. 3. Oh. There we go. One more. Oh, there we go. Slide it off. Turn gyroscopic balancer X on. The hell is that? Oh, this one. There we go. It's like a 25-step program just to get this thing off the ground. Gyroscopic balancer Y. And then Z. Ooh, stuff and things are happening. Right, but how do I get up? Fix it? Hey, no. Hello?
Initiating project assembly. Assembly. Attaching cargo to main body.
Okay. Got a spaceship. That's a spaceship, and it's up there, and I'm down here. Guys, I got a sneaky suspicion we ain't gonna make our flight.
Leveling inner and outer rings.
But that entire thing is special.
Attaching propulsion to main body.
What's that? Probably those things over there? No? No, it's that thing. Now I've got a sneaky suspicion we're being screwed big time here.
Fuel lines connected.
Passengers left behind.
Attaching control center to main body.
Oh, is that the bridge? It's kind of cool.
Running systems check. All systems online. Releasing propulsion cage.
Maybe do a head count for passengers. Oh shit. Well, I suppose there's a head count of 1. Freaking Ada's probably up there.
Releasing clamps.
Yeah, my word.
Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. Locking in cargo.
Yep, we're being left behind.
Launch in T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Fix it, cares.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
That's pretty cool. It's a big ass ship. Excuse me. You guys left me behind. I kind of had a sneaky suspicion this is going to be the case regardless. Fix it. Typical corporations. Wait, I'm coming. Hold on. Oh, what's that? Look like little missiles. Oh, hello. Like a hypergate or a wormhole. Whoa, that's cool. Looks like the same teleporter that I've got down here. Well, same technology, obviously. Just freaking massive. So what, is that ship going back to Earth or what's going on here? Because, can I catch a ride, guys? Guys, hello? And a little twinkling star and that's it. So, I mean, do we just kind of like stay behind now? What's the deal? We're just forever staying here, looking at the twinkling star that was supposed to be our ride back home. Oh my word. Let's go see what the space elevator has to say now. Probably nothing. Yeah, go down. Oh, wait.
Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR-436 Akija
I have no
B1.
idea what this means.
Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada,
new
myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race. With your help, Fixit continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient. Stay with Fixit.
So what, they just continue with this save the day program infinitely? Give me a lame-ass promotion to soothe me being left behind. I'm gonna develop abandonment issues now. I need to speak to HR about this bullshit. And there we go, game's done. Alright everybody, that's it for Phase 5 and for this world save. We'll be moving on to 1.2 of the brand new save in due time. And I've already got a whole bunch of stuff planned for my my second playthrough, which is going to be, so this playthrough is going to be Season 1. With all its episodes, so I'll be starting a Season 2. And I'm actually going to be injecting a little bit of narrative into my next storyline that will kind of tie into this. So yeah, this is been quite a journey to get all the way from playing the game for the very first time, just being amazed by what you can do in this game, all the way to the point where I managed to build something that I'm actually quite proud of. But I can already see that the next world that I'm going to be doing, I've got big plans for it, and it's going to make this world look mundane in comparison. And I think I did a couple of really nice builds in here. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I've got really big plans, and more on that pretty soon. The next couple of videos will probably going to be a world tour of this entire world, obviously. And I'll probably break it up into 3 areas where I'll do like a big video dedicated to just this world. The Rocky Desert, the Spire Coast, the Dune Desert, and then the grassy fields way in the back there. And we'll do like a comprehensive tour of this entire world, and I'll just kind of like go through a bunch of things, and yeah, that's it, guys. So again, for the last time for this world, I'd like to thank my patrons for their continuous support. If you guys are looking for some interesting and new blueprints and blueprint sets and curvy roads and interesting machine designs and things, everything's on my Patreon, so just check out the link in the description, check out the link in the pinned comment, and have a look there. I've got a bunch of free blueprints as well, and obviously a bunch of blueprint perks for my patrons. Or if you don't want to be a patron and you want to buy some stuff, there is a shop available where you can basically buy everything for a very reasonable price, at least in my opinion. So that's it for this world, and thank you everybody for your continuous support over the last couple of months now. It's been 9 months since I published my first video, 7 months actually, I think. Yeah, everybody, thank you all for your support. It was truly appreciated. The channel has grown insane, and we're just going to be going bigger and better going forward. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.